Alright, say hello to YouTube, because we're popping on in. Thank you, Pete, for this choice of tier list. Let's begin. Oh, we got a lot of games to go through. Bum 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 bum. Alright, here we go. I may go in a weird order, but let's just start off with oh, Knife Fire's on there. Knife Fire is such a good fucking game. Alright, Budokai Tenkaichi 2. What an interesting game to start off with. Wait, Tenkaichi... No, this is Budokai. Wait, this is just Budokai 2. I'm sorry, I'm getting myself confused. No, Tenkaichi wasn't until the gen after. Budokai, just straight up Budokai 2. This game's alright. As far as DBZ games, this game's alright. It's not as good as Budokai 3. Budokai 3 is hella good. Budokai 2... Oh, Budokai 2 is the one with the weird game board mode. Budokai 2 is probably going to get a low B. It's as far as DBZ games go, it's pretty aight, but Budokai 3 is fucking fire. That game is fucking fire. Budokai 2 is the weird board game mode, that's right. It's either gonna get a low B or a high C, just depending on how I'm feeling. There are like 5 I played. Well, youngin, sit down, youngin. Let the near 30-year-old handle this one. GameCube released back when I was 11. Sonic Gems Collection. This is a pretty aight collection of Sonic. It just has all his old games on it. You know, Sega would forever do this. I played the GameCube back when I was 7. Yeah. A Sonic Gems Collection is an alright collection of his games. Nothing really to write home about. It's just, you want old Sonic games on a console? There you go. It gets a pretty decent B tier. Like, it does its job on the tin. I have not played Beautiful Joe 2. I've not even played Beautiful Joe 1. In fact, Beautiful Joe is a Shell Shock Prime game request I have to get around to, actually. In the upcoming few weeks, I'm going to schedule that. And I don't know, I think they're just on in random orders. To be fair, my parents had let me play video games. Oh shit, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot. Shit, that's right. Oh. But shouldn't Majora's Mask be on here? Whatever, it's Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time gets at least a... Ocarina of Time and Master Quest, well, Master Quest is very, esoteric. No? Okay. I must be thinking about the all-in-one GameCube disc or something. I mean, I've been thinking of the pre-order disc that you got with Wind Waker or something. I remember there was Majora's Mask on the GameCube at one point. That's the okay. I mean, Ocarina of Time gets a high A. Even thinking about the game nowadays standards, it's a high A. Ocarina of Time is still a phenomenal game. Battalion Wars didn't play. The original Animal Crossing. The original Animal Crossing gets a low B from me. This will eventually fill out to being low B. The original Animal Crossing is hella rough around the edges. Fun fact, this is the only Animal Crossing I played before New Horizons. This Animal Crossing is rough around the edges. It's almost like it tortures the player in a way. Paying off your debt in the original GameCube Animal Crossing is not easy. You get, like, no money from doing anything in that game. You can't even sell... Well, you can sell items, but Tom Nook, the prices are awful. You can sell items. You do fetch quests for friends, and you visit the store and shit, and do similar stuff you do in New Horizons. But money is just not plentiful in the GameCube game. It could take you a whole year of in real life gameplay time to pay off all the loans. It is hella rough. Also, you can just run it. Also, in the original GameCube game, again, because it's the first one in the series, you just run out of stuff to do too often during the day. That's why I was very ho-hum about Animal Crossing all the way up to New Horizons. In the GameCube Animal Crossing, one of the biggest problems is you run out of stuff to do 20 minutes after you turn it on. So it wasn't a palatable experience for me. I understand Animal Crossing is that game you turn on for like an hour or so just to do your stuff. But, like, you run out of things to do in, like, 20 minutes in the GameCube Animal Crossing. It just wasn't fun. It came to a point where I just didn't feel like turning on that game in my GameCube just to go through the physical effort of doing the 20 minutes of stuff. So, the original Animal Crossing is rough around the edges. But I see what they were going with it. I still played a lot of it. It gets a low B for me. It's not bad by any means. This is the mediocre tier list, and this starts getting bad. Baten Kaitos. This is... Fun fact, Namco is not just known... Where is it? Namco is not just known for their real-time JRPGs. They actually made a hella good turn-based JRPG once, which is very trippy. It stars a main character named Callus, who's an angel. That's why you can make out he has wings. Vespi, as fans of Namco Bandai as we are, this is a hella good game. The sequel's worse, but this is a hella good game. This gets a high A from even better than Ocarina of Time in my opinion. Well, boy, do I really do that? Yeah, I mean, this is my tier list. I mean, Ocarina of Time is the way more influential game, like, no doubt, but this is my tier list. Baten Kaitos is a hella good turn-based JRPG. It takes place in the sky, actually, almost like Skyward Sword in a sense, where all the continents are up in the air, and everyone's an angel who has wings. It's a very interesting setting. Someone was on drugs when they made this game, because a lot of the areas are like trippy and have weird music. It's one of those we made this game on an acid trip sort of games. It's very unique. I'll play it one day on stream, I definitely promise. Next up, we have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. The good old game that me, Maple, and Kari and Mango played for a bit. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the playthrough due to them being busy, but yeah. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles gets a mid to high B from me. It's a pretty, well, I'm judging it based on news standards. In the old days, in order to play with friends, you had to hook up the GameCube Game Boy Advance adapter cable and play on the Game Boy Advance. That was sort of weird. It's still a hella good game. Oh yeah, Monlistov was part of Baten Kaitos, that's right. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is still a hella good game. Gotcha Force, have no idea what that is, haven't played. Star Wars Rogue Leader, I've only ever played the demo of this game that came on a demo disc. I have not played it fully. I cannot judge it. The demo was pretty hype, but I can't fully judge it. I have not fully played the game. Star Fax Adventures, oh boy. This one, I like this game. For what it's worth, I like this game. I'm actually giving it... Damn, oh, it's fighting between... I'm giving it a mid to high B. It's just fighting Crystal Chronicles, I don't know. I'll give it to Crystal Chronicles. So, you probably heard this game to hell and back. This game has killed many people's firstborn childs because they fucking hate this game. I like, for what it's worth, I like it. It has its flaws. You can call it a guilty pleasure too if you want. I just like Star Fox Adventures. I think it's not harmful in any way. It's, you know what, I'm gonna feel the same way about about a certain game on here that people also treat with a lot of scorn and vitriol. Well, we're gonna get to that eventually. But Star Fox Adventures, for what it's worth, I like it. Zelda 4 Swords. This might be my first high C tier. I'm gonna be deadass with you. I don't think 4 Swords is a strong Zelda game. I know. I mean, they were really feeling themselves with the GameCube, Game Boy Advance. Well, actually, that game used it too, but yeah. They were, like, really feeling themselves with co-op and shit on the GameCube. I don't know, it just... Yeah, says the guy with the link. I know, right? How ironic. I know, because the GameCube. Look, I was one of the 20 people that actually did have the Game Boy Advance GameCube adapter, because Metroid Prime, if you connect to Metroid Fusion Metroid Prime, you got the NES Metroid game, and that was back in the day before ROMs were like really popular, or emulators. Can you imagine my excitement as a kid when I can unlock the original Metroid game on GameCube by connecting my Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime together, which is why I'm even playing the soundtrack right now, and unlock the OG Metroid, which me as a kid even did beat, even though it twisted my nuts off, because that game is hella difficult. That's why I was so good at it when I streamed Metroid 1 back in the winter. But to be fair though, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles relied a lot on the... Well, it didn't rely on the adapter as much as Zelda. It didn't as much as Zelda, that's why... But well, now you have me second-guessing Crystal Chronicles. I'll leave it as such. Mega Man X Command Mission, a turn-based Mega Man JRPG. Unfortunately... oh, it's network transmission, oh boy. We'll get to that too. This game is very subpar. Wait, that's the X Collection. Oh, I thought that was Command Mission. Fuck, I can't read. Shit. Okay, sorry. Let me start over. Don't worry, this will be edited out. Even this middle finger I'm giving to YouTube right now will be edited out. Let me start over. Mega Man X Collection. Oh, so I'm just judging the Mega Man X games. I did not play this game. I've never really played a Mega Man X game past the tutorial level. Sorry, Max. Anyway, Mario Golf Toadstools Tour. Speaking of golf, oh, you know what? Hold on. Pause for a second. I totally forgot. I'm just fucking around. Okay, let me just get this done because we have a lot to cover. Mario Golf Toadstools Tour. Fantastic Mario Golf game. It's arguably the last good one until we probably get our new one. Although I heard the one on the 3DS isn't awful. I don't know, whatever the case is, I didn't play the 3DS one, I can't be a super judge of that. Whatever the case is, Mario Golf Toadstools Tour, fucking great game. Fucking great game. Perfect successor to the N64 one. Even though I think the announcer's better than the N64 one, so I can say, nice on, and good approach. Mario Golf Toadstools Tour, easy A. Easy, probably a mid to low A. Easy, good-ass game. Metabots, haven't played. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I played the PS1 version of this game. Does that count? I'm just gonna pretend like it does. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 is not... It's arguable whether it's not as good as 2, but it's still a good fucking game. It gets middle of B tier. There's a reason why the Tony Hawk game sort of got remastered recently, or remade. It was a remake. There's a reason why everyone was excited for the Tony Hawk remakes. The classic PS1 Tony Hawk games were fucking fire. Again, this was at a time when the 90s were big and skateboarding culture was big, along with the show Rocket Power. It's still a good-ass game. Again, the PS1 Tony Hawk games were fucking fire. They unfortunately eventually dip in quality, which we'll get to eventually. Sweaty collar. Spongebob, Battle for Bikini Bottom. I played a... Okay, you're gonna... I'm gonna cheat again, essentially. I played the remake, as you know, the remaster, whatever you want to fucking call it. I played a little of the GameCube version back in the day. That's why I was sort of excited for it. I didn't own it, a friend had it. But if I were to judge it based on its standards, essentially, it's a good-ass SpongeBob game. It gets, like, low A from me. Mid to low A. For a licensed game and a 3D platformer, it's surprisingly very solid. Need for Speed Underground did not play. Ikaruga! I totally forgot that was on the GameCube. I've never played it. Of course, I've heard stories. Oh, is this Resident Evil Remastered? Resident Evil Remastered. Yeah, this is Resident Evil HD Remastered for GameCube. Absolutely great game. I'm definitely going to play through the Resident Evil series at one point. Absolutely great game. Oh man, what a great way to do a remaster. Unfortunately, way in the future, another Resident Evil game won't get the full-ass quality remaster it deserves. But Resident Evil 1 Remastered, phenomenal game. They didn't remove any content and they only added stuff, and it looked great on the GameCube. The models, the graphics were phenomenal. I mean, yeah, it's even more HDified on Steam, but even then, its art direction just holds up extremely well, which is very interesting for a gritty zombie survival game. Phenomenal game. It's probably gonna go... I love Baten Kaitos and Zelda too much to put Resident Evil above that, but it honestly could. I wouldn't argue at all. It's... Okay, but this one is no cap argument. Oh, by the way, I've never played Code Veronica. This one is no cap argument. This is no cap argument. Our first S tier of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Resident Evil 4. What is there to say about this game at this point? It's literally one of the most influential games of all time at this point. You probably heard, if you haven't played it, you probably heard stories back and forth about what a great fucking game this is. If you have played it, you're probably one of the 99.9% of people that think this is a great fucking game. And it is. I remember playing it. I actually was a little late to the party playing Resident Evil 4. I didn't play until 2007, even though it came out in 2005. I was actually a couple of years late to the party. But still, it still blew my balls off. Okay. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. What an interesting game. Oh, by the way, this may come as a shock to you. I never played Jungle Beat. I don't know what Piano 3 is, but I never played that either. And I've not really played much WarioWare, sorry to say. I know, we're gonna start building up the didn't playlist. I'm sorry, let me go back to Billy Hatcher. Billy Hatcher, I did play. Billy Hatcher gets a... Billy Hatcher, boy, this is rough. Billy Hatcher probably gets middle of B. It's a very interesting platform where you play as a boy who has chicken powers, who goes Super Saiyan to stop the evil crow from harnessing the power of dark light eggs, from darkness-infused eggs, of taking over the chicken world. It's one of those, holy fuck, we did some stuff and we made this game. Billy Hatcher is I haven't played this in forever. I haven't played this game in like 16 years. I really want to. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened to my copy. I think I sold it at one point. And of course, copies now are really expensive. They're like $50 or something. And I don't really just want to add a pocket that just for a rando GameCube game. But we'll see. Nightfire. 007 Nightfire is fucking... fire. This is a great James Bond game. I won't get sidetracked. This is a great James Bond game. This game easily gets probably a low A from me, or probably midish to lowish A, because I haven't played this game in like 18 years, but this game was so fucking good. This game was a perfect follow-up to the N64 James Bond games. Nightfire is a good fun game. I'm gonna track down another copy of this and own it at one point. Beyblade! Oh, I played this one! Actually, no, I can't fully judge it. Actually... No, I'm sorry. I have played this one. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh, look what game's next, by the way. I have played Beyblade V-Bladers. How do I describe this? As far as you can go to make a game about spinning tops from the anime, it's not bad. It's basically like a 3D anime fighter like Naruto, except you're a top and you have moves and shit. And your top does have HP and you try and KO each other or knock each other out. And you even have special moves too. I remember I mained Max and Jerseal. It's gonna get a high C for me. High C, haha. It's gonna get a high C for me, but it's not a masterpiece by any means, but it's better than a game about an anime about spinning tops has like any right to be. It's not god awful, but it's weird. Oh yeah, you played a Beyblade game on the PS1, really? Oh, I haven't played that one. I did play V-Bladers though. Competitive Trails, yeah. Alrighty. Hey, look what game's next. Vespi has played this game. I have not. I don't know. the name escapes. Of course, I recognize Nightfire immediately, but I don't know what 007 game this is. This name escapes me. I probably heard of it, but I definitely didn't play this one. I didn't play Tales of Symphonia. Nah, I'm kidding. Tales of Symphonia is a pretty bad... Oh, Everything or Nothing, right. Everything or Nothing. I have not played SS Tricky. I have not played Sonic Riders. I have not played Prince of Persia Warrior Within. I have not played FIFA Street. I have not played FIFA Street 2. I technically never fully played Monkey Ball. Only a friend had it. SS Tricky is amazing. I've heard. Funnily enough, I know this sounds weird. My aunt has played SS Tricky before, but I haven't. I know, that's a weird sentence. Like, wait, Matt, you have someone else in your family that games? Yeah, one of my mom's sisters was the cool one who had a PS2 and a Gamecube and an N64, and she honestly played SS Tricky, but I didn't. I heard it's a really good game. Come on, Matt, quit fucking around. Fine. Tales of Symphonia is a phenomenal game. This was a... I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Resident Evil 4. This game changed my entire life. I wouldn't love... I mean, there's a chance I wouldn't love JRPGs as much as I do now when I'm almost 30 if I didn't play this game when I was 13. It came out July... Oh, it's July something 2004. Oh, I used to know... July 14th, 2004? Oh, I forget the exact date by heart. Fuck, I gotta turn in my Tales fan license. Oh, it's July something 2004. I was 13. I just turned 13. And a friend of mine had this game, and I immediately got it too after I played co-op with him at his house. Because the only JRPGs I knew at the time was Pokemon and Final Fantasy X. So this game blew my... When I saw this game at a friend's house, it blew my mind. July 13th, no! I have to turn in my Tales fans license. No, it was 13th, no! Oh... I know Exilia by heart, though. Exilia is August 6, 2013 for America. I know that by heart. Anyway. When I saw my friend playing this game... When I saw my friend playing this game, it shocked me for multiple reasons. One, it was a real-time JRPG. When you encounter monsters, you run around the field and attack them in real time. If you're good at dodging or spacing, you don't get hit. It's not a turn-based JRPG. You don't take turns. There's cooldown to moves and such. You can't just like instantly swing around. Of course, it's a balanced combat system, but it's very different. It's a real-time JRPG. Still one of the only real-time JRPG series to this day. Namco still keeps it real time. I mean, God bless. I'll cut off a finger and it's like Heavy Rain. It's like Heavy Rain. I gotta cut the finger. Don't worry, Matt. I haven't mastered Vesperia's release date by heart. It's like August 17th, 2008 or something. I know it was August 2008, just like Exilia. I want to say it was like August 7. It was August something in the teens, 2008. I know Tales of Symphonia 2's by heart. Tales of Symphonia 2's release date is November 11, 2008. Anyway, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal game. This game changed my life. That's why it's at the top of S tier currently. Will it be the top of the entire list? I don't know. But this game changed my entire life. And made me a JRPG lover from then on to this very day. Wario World. I'm not going to mince words. This is such a weird follow-up. I'm not going to mince words. Wario World kind of blows. This is the one 3D platformer you can play as Wario, and it's very dull, repetitive, and easy, and just overall bleh. Wario himself is great, and Charles Martinet's voice acting is short. Yeah, short. Yeah, it's very short too. You can just beat it in a few hours. Charles Martinet's voice acting is phenomenal as Wario. Don't get me wrong, and Wario himself is a funny motherfucker himself. But the game has very bare minimum game mechanics of like combat and platforming. Oh, did I not put the song on repeat? Oh no, I didn't. But yeah, Wario World is not a phenomenal game. It's not bad by any means. It's not D or F. It's perfectly playable. It's just not something I would go back to. It's not even worth replaying. It's just too easy. It's just a snore fest. It's the most middle of the road 3D platformer you can ever be. It's not. Yeah. Maybe they should try Wario 3D platformer one day again and have all the Wario charm to it, but they have to do better than Wario World. Wario World was, again, just very, very bland, easy, short. Resident Evil 3. I half forgot this game was on GameCube. I'm gonna judge this based off of its PS1 version, which I have on the PS3, but of course I played Resident Evil 3. I talk about this game. I keep telling when the hype for the remake was coming out. I tell the story about how my sister and her boyfriend at the time, who is now her husband, and they have a happily married family. They had this game. I remember watching my sister and him play it when I was like 9. It was fucking scary. Nemesis scared the shit out. I distinctly remember the Nemesis train part. It scared the fucking shit out of me. Yeah, I'm an uncle. My sister has 2 kids. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me just rate it. S tier, easy S tier. Don't let anyone ever tell you Resident Evil 3 is a bad game. It's different than 2, but it definitely has its own charms. It's a hella good game. I'm gonna even hot take here. I like Resident Evil 3 better than Resident Evil 2. I'm talking like PS1 versions or GameCube. You know, this was just ported, whatever. I like Resident Evil 3 better than Resident Evil 2. Just because of my childhood afflictions. By the way, the boyfriend and my sister and her boyfriend also had Resident Evil 2 also. I remember them playing that. Anyway, phenomenal Resident Evil game. Nemesis scared the shit out of me when I was 9, and he's still going to scare the shit out of me when I'm 30 also. Again, one day I'll play the Resident Evil games. One day. Of course, my schedule's packed as it is. All right, let's move this a little bit along. Oh, it's already 2 o'clock. Oh yeah, let's move this along a little. Super Monkey Ball haven't played. Don't worry, a lot of these games I moved on to games I haven't played. Oh well, okay. Let me just cancel out some games I haven't played. Is this Mega Man Old Anniversary Collection? I haven't played. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 I never played, despite playing 3 and Underground 2. I'll get to that. I haven't played Harvest Moon. I haven't ever played a Pikmin game. I haven't played Prince of Persia. I haven't played Sims 2. I haven't played Sims. I can't tell what this is. Whatever this is, I haven't played it. Let's just not make this so overbearing here. I have not played. That's Capcom vs. SNK 2. Ah, I see. I've not played. My fighting games of choice when I were younger. Me and my buddy Jeff, which I still see to this very day. Because he still lives 2 houses down from me. He and I used to play Street Fighter 3 and Fatal Fury all the time on his PS2. Or did he have King of Fighters? I forget. There was one game with Terry Bogard he had on PS2. I don't know if any of the Fatal Furies were on PS2, or it could have been one of the King of Fighters, but whatever. Either way, me and him would play Street Fighter 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and some Terry Bogard game on PS2 all the time. That's how I knew who Terry Bogard was before Smash. Those were my favorite childhood fighting games. God, I fucking love Street Fighter 3 to fucking death. Oh my god. Street Fighter 3 is such a fucking good game. Anyway, Super Monkey Ball, yeah, I was bumming around there. Super Monkey Balls I haven't played. Again, SSX, I haven't played. Need for Speed, haven't played. Call of Duty, haven't played. Need for Speed, haven't played. I have never played... Okay, actually, I'm not a super real Resident Evil fan. I've never played Zero, to be honest. I own it on Steam. I never played Zero. Does Phantasy Star 3 count as something different? I haven't really played a Metal Gear game before. I know. Oh, I see. Is this NBA Street? Haven't played. DBZ Sagas. I heard a lot of not good things about this game, but I haven't played. Pikmin, I haven't played. Alright, so enough with games I haven't played. Let's get back to one I have played, so I just don't cancel out all the list. Phantasy Star Online. Me and my buddies used to play on GameCube, play Pikmin, then put it in a T. Then put it in S tier. I remember you guys playing Pikmin. I'll have to get around to it one day. Maybe I'll probably get the new Play Controls version when I get the chance. Phantasy Star Online, episode 2, 1 and 2, whatever you want to fucking call it. I just call it Phantasy Star Online. I just call it PSO for short. Phantasy Star Online, me and my homies played on GameCube all the time. This game gets a nice middle of the road A for me. This game is phenomenal. This game was the only GameCube game to ever go online, if I'm correct. I really can't name one off the top. Look, that's even like the broadband little explanation right there. I don't know if there was any other GameCube we would go online. This was a game that actually go online in the GameCube. I never actually played online. I didn't really know much about Gen 6 console online gaming. Except for Xbox. I did make an Xbox Live name on my friend's Xbox, which is where I invented Matt Big Fat on Halo 1. But besides that, my own consoles didn't go online. But me and the homies still play offline PSO all the time. Doing co-ops, making builds, playing the game over and over. This game is a fun-ass game. Yo, real talk, if PSO 2 is doing great, like on the market and they get money, I would hella love a remaster of this game. Not like a free-to-play online version. I kind of don't want that. I actually want like a... Again, I'm not dissing PSO 2. I played PSO 2. I just want... If they remaster this... And even just charge for it on like consoles and Steam or PC or whatever, I would fucking love that. This game deserves it. This game hella deserves it. Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's Resident Evil 2. I was just talking about Resident Evil. Go figure. Resident Evil 2 gets a very high A tier for me. Like I said, I like Resident Evil 3 more than 2, but 2 was, of course, no slouch. It was the origin of Leon and Claire. Leon! Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Nothing more to say, really. Again, my sister had it on PS1 also, along with her boyfriend. I did not play Pokemon Channel. Isn't this just like a lazy storage device for Pokemon on the GameCube or something? I heard like this isn't like really a game, sort of like. People say this isn't really even a game, but I don't know. What else we got here? Oh, the Donkey Konga. I have not played that either. My experience with Donkey Kong on the GameCube is severely lacking, actually. Oh, there's Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Oh, here we go. This is Mega Man X Command Mission. Here we go. I'm sorry. This is what I was looking for. It's basically a children's distraction and had some anime episodes and Pokemon quiz. Alright. So, this game is probably shit detector was going off at a young age, or as a tween or a teen or whatever. It came out in like 2003 or something. Yeah, because there's a Torchic and Mudkip there. No, it had to come out in 2003 or 4. So yeah, me as a 13-year-old knew this game was that was bullshit. Of course, I got around to playing the actual Pokemon games on the console. Oh, and there's Pokemon Box also. Anyway, Mega Man X Command Mission. This is I was trying to say earlier, this is a turn-based Mega Man JRPG, which unfortunately has issues. It has... Capcom isn't the best at making turn-based JRPGs. Mega Man Battle Network is not a turn-based JRPG, by the way. It's a real-time arena, round-by-round game. It's not a turn-based game. Because in Mega Man Battle Network, you can move in real time to avoid attacks. Mega Man Battle Network was actually a real-time JRPG, even though you pause every now and then to add attacks to yourself. But as an actual turn-based game of Mega Man Command Mission, as Capcom tried to do, it has issues. Its dungeons are very bland. its story is a little all over the place. Again, this was when the time where Mega Man, well, at least Mega Man X or Mega Man was kind of cringe. Battle Network was cool as fuck, but this game's kind of cringe, to be honest. I still like it as a JRPG, but it's not a robust JRPG. It doesn't have really good mechanics. It's a simple turn-based game. It has weird balancing issues. Some enemies are too weak, some enemies are too strong. It's Capcom. Capcom really didn't know how to make a turn-based JRPG, and it shows. Still, it has Mega Man on it, and it's decently serviceable, so it saves itself from the shit tiers. But hey, yo, Deadass. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yo, oh well, okay. No, there's gonna be one game in D tier. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, am I gonna go this whole list without a D or F tier? I know GameCube was fucking fire, but damn. I haven't played The Sims. I've heard Pete talk about the other Mario Tennises before, but I never played Power Tennis. The only Mario Tennis games I've played were 64 and Aces. That's kind of it. Okay, maybe. If Charlie's Angels is on here, that's hilarious. I haven't played. Oh, here's the Zelda Collection. This has Zelda 1, 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask on it, right? At base, it's just better than... fucking Master Quest or whatever. Yeah, well, Ocarina, GameCube, and Master Quest, yeah. This was the pre-order bonus to Wind Waker. I mean, you get hell of a bargain. You get four... this version does have a history of crashing, but you get four GameCube games just for a pre-order bonus. Oh, that was a fucking bargain. And again, this was in 2003, when having access to old Zelda 1 and 2 was not popular, because ROMs and emulators were not popular back in 2003. So again, having access to an old retro game that you're interested in a series from was fucking fire. Like me and Metroid. Like OG. Shadow... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Shadow the Hedgehog is gonna be D. Fuck, I forgot Shadow the Hedgehog's on here. Let's just ignore that, for now. I'll get back to it. I have not played Beautiful Joe. Don't worry, Pete. I'm gonna schedule Beautiful Joe real soon. I do own the game. I did buy a copy of it. I will schedule Beautiful Joe with you real soon. I've heard of Odama, haven't played it. Heard of Beyond Good and Evil, haven't played it. Oh, I don't know why they separate Final Fantasy Episode 3. It was part of, like, the same thing. This is no different than Final Fantasy 2. It's just a continuation. It was the same thing. I don't know why they separated 3 from Final Fantasy Episode 1 and 2. Phantasy Star. Fuck, my bad. Phantasy Star. I don't know why they separated Phantasy Star 3 from Episode 1 and 2. It's the same goddamn thing. It goes right next to each other. It's fine. Phantasy Star. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Oh, you know what game is also going to be D? Yeah. I've not played Call of Duty. I've not played Prince of Persia. I've not played Donkey Konga. I've not played the Lord of the Rings game. I've not played Chibi Robo. Is that Budokai 1? Where's Budokai 3? Was Budokai 3 not on GameCube? I've not played Pokemon Box. The fake Scott the Lost fan. I've not played Super Monkey Ball. Oh, Budokai 3. I mean, that makes sense. I played Budokai 3 on PS2, but I thought it was also released for GameCube. No, Budokai 3 never made it to GameCube? No, that's like the best one. Oh no, GameCube fans got gypped. No, Budokai 3 was fire. Budokai 3 was the... Oh, no wonder GameCube fans were fucking angry. This is Budokai 1, isn't it? Budokai 1 is... It's rough, but it's better than Budokai 2. It's like the same thing. Oh, Budokai 2 GameCube didn't sell well? No! But Budokai 3 is so good! Oh. Okay, alright, I'm just gonna say it right now. If Budokai 3 was on this list, it would get a... It would get like a middle low A. Budokai 3 was so fucking good. It made so many improvements off of the first two. The first two were like passable fighting games for Dragon Ball Z in like 2001 and like 2 or whatever when they came out. 2 and 3. 2002 and 3. Budokai 3 though was so fucking good. It made the combat so much smoother. The combat was so much better. They had more mechanics. Oh my god, I can fucking go on a tangent about Budokai 3. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you never played Budokai 3, go find a way to play it. Even if it's just on emulator, which probably might not be combo. Don't rush, but find a way to play Budokai 3 one day in your life. You as a Dragon Ball Z fan will thank you. It was honestly the best Dragon Ball Z game up until probably Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, deadass, even better than the Raging Quest. Budokai 3 is fucking fire. Oh, that's right, they do have the HD PS3 collections. Yeah, again, one day, for you Dragon Ball Z fans out there, one day, play Budokai 3, it's fucking great. Kirby Air Ride, okay, you're good. This might be the hot takes I didn't play. I never played Kirby Air Ride. No, sorry. I don't think it's bad. I just never played it. I'm just double checking. I've played all of these. No, I've not played Rayman 3. Sorry. Oh no, okay, I'm sorry. Here's the other hot take you might not like. I never played the Strikers games. I know people love the Strikers series, the GameCube and the Wii one, to death. I've never actually played them. Maybe one day if they get ported and/or HD remastered, I would love to try. But I've not played Strikers. Sorry. It just goes in the didn't play list. To be fair, I haven't played Mario DDR Mix, even though I've seen Corey play it, and I've seen other people play it even in person. A friend of mine did have this back in the day. I remember his name was Robin. But, no, I didn't fully play it myself, or own it, so I won't count it. Fake Into fan as well. Alright, let me just do a double check. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one more hot take. I haven't played the GameCube Mario Baseball. I've only played Super Sluggers for the Wii, which I did fucking enjoy, don't get me wrong. Super Sluggers for the Wii was fucking great. I even hear the GameCube one is somehow better, but I haven't played. Hypothetically, if I was judging Superstar Sluggers, I would probably give it... I'd probably either give it a low A or a high B. It's a good game. It's a good game. Anyway, alright, so I have played all these games. Let's start ripping off these band-aids. We're going to start with Tony Hawk, a series I mentioned I have a small history with. I fell out of Tony Hawk when he started getting oversaturated, and the Undergrounds are the perfect example why. They're actually going to go together. You might be saying, Matt, you're talking about two Tony Hawk games at once? Yes, because they're kind of the same thing. And Tony Hawk got hella saturated mad fast in Gen 6 consoles. That's kind of why Tony Hawk went on a low hiatus ever since 2008. I think like Project 8 or something was one of his last games he released in like 2008 until the remake, whatever you want to probably call it. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and 3 are fucking great. Tony Hawk Underground is when it starts getting hella oversaturated. You might be thinking, well, Matt, don't you just fucking skateboard in this game like 3? Yes. And you know what a young teen Matt was angry about in Tony Hawk Underground? They took away one of the best versus modes in Tony Hawk Pro Skater. They took away Tag. Now, Tag was one of the best fucking multiplayer modes in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, in 2 and 3 of all time. You literally just skate around the skate arena, and if you run into each other, you're it. Or the it person it tags off to the not it person, you know, like the actual tag. Me and the aforementioned sister and her boyfriend used to play tag in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 all the time. But these games are oversaturated and arguably have gotten worse. They just got worse. Yeah, they just got worse. Yeah, they don't hold a candle to the PS1 versions. Yeah, inner me is like struggling. Do you really rate on the Undergrounds worse than Wario World? And I'm like, yeah, because they're I don't have fond memories of this. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting crazy. Yeah, they fucking suck. Anyway. Alright, let's move this. Okay, we can move a little more along. Soul Calibur 2, me and the homies used to play this a lot back in the day. Soul Calibur 2 gets a mid-A. Oh no. It gets a mid-A. Soul Calibur 2, the one with Link on the GameCube, because each console had its console-specific character. I did play the GameCube version a lot, the most out of every version, because Link was in it. But he wasn't my main. My main was the beautiful waifu Cassandra. Cassandra was my main in Soul Calibur 2. Anyway, Soul Calibur 2, fantastic fighting game. Namco again knocked it out of the park. You mean Talon? Talon is also a noteworthy waifu. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Soul Calibur 2, phenomenal game. Soul Calibur 2 is one of those retro classic games I would pick up and play anytime. Like if some random person like at Switch and Play just say, "Hey, I have Soul Calibur 2 on me. You want to play?" I'm like, "Hell yeah! Start that shit up." All right, let's move on. F-Zero GX. I'm just picking out random ones and just moving on. F-Zero GX is a damn good racing game. It's just the same. This is the last F-Zero game in existence. F-Zero GX, unfortunately, the last F-Zero game in existence. It gets a high B from me. It's a damn good game. It's just a shame it's 17 years old at this point. Let's see here. Sonic Mega Collection. This is real talk. I lost track of what games are in each collection. They can just go like right next to each other. Like I forget which Sonic games this one and this one. Don't they like overlap on games or something? Listen, yeah, Sonic Classic Collection. Here's your fucking old Sonic games on GameCube disc. Enjoy, fucking joy, I guess. Yeah, it just goes right next to the other one in B tier. It's like, yeah, thanks for releasing Sonic over and over again. We know you're trying to ride the hype of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Speaking of which, let's talk about a phenomenal Sonic game. So, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. You're right, it's not. Wow, you're right, it's not. Again, we should have noticed sooner with the music playing. I will supplement a game here. and rate Metroid Prime. You're right, Metroid Prime isn't here. Holy fuck. I played Metroid Prime 2, so I can't use itself to supplement Metroid Prime 1. Obviously. You know, Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo will represent Metroid Prime... will represent Metroid Prime 1. I'm not starting over on new list now. I'm this far in. Damn. This is like the Mario Party tier list when people miss something. Alright, so Chibi Robo will represent Metroid Prime 1. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Absolutely phenomenal game. You know what? And here's where the hot takes start coming out. People say this game was good and enjoyable only if you play as Sonic. I disagree. I think the shooting and the treasure hunting segments are just fine. They're just fine. Like, don't be a crybaby. Yes, Sonic and Shadow's level were the best ones because you speed and you run fast and they're cool as fuck and they have great mechanics. But honestly, Tails and Knuckles getting and Eggman and Rouge getting in the action wasn't bad either. Also, let's no cap here. This Sonic game still has the best story in the entire Sonic series. Let's be real here. The story may be silly and maybe a little cringe at some points, but let's be real here. This Sonic game still has the best Sonic story in the entire series. They haven't matched the fucking arc crashing into the earth ever since. They have not matched it. This is also a game... I argue it didn't fully change my life, but I was obsessed with this game. My GameCube file on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle easily has over like 200 hours. I was obsessed with this game. Again, as someone who got all A's in this game, yeah, I didn't have a problem playing as the shooting thing. They're fine. Even going back to this game today, I would still like it. And you know what? Since I played Sonic Adventure, I have to one day play Sonic Adventure 2, don't I? Because I caught everyone up on the lore, didn't I? Well, you know what? Let's just rip that Band-Aid off right now. Sonic Adventure. Alright, everyone say it with me. Aw yeah, this is happening. Sonic Adventure, I'm being dead-ass serious here, like memes aside, because I just played this game just like a year ago. This isn't happening. I just played this game a year ago, and it's still fine. Like, people say, oh, the mechanics are so bad, oh, the glitches and the levels and the this and that. I'm like, yeah, you have a point. I mean, that's fine that you're... I think this game is still fine. When I played this game, even memes aside, I still enjoyed it. It gets a low A from me. I didn't put as much time in this game as Sonic Adventure 2, because Sonic Adventure 2 is a fucking masterpiece. But this game is still fine. Alright, let's rip this band-aid off now, too. Mega Man Battle Network transmission. This is our first D tier of the evening. This game is unfortunately not good. It takes the Mega Man Battle Network universe and makes it a side-scrolling game. Instead of a JRPG, instead of a turn-based JRPG, or an arena real-time JRPG like the actual Mega Man Battle Network series, this game is a 3D side-scroller. It still tries to maintain some of the mechanics from the GBA games. Like, you have a battle chip folder. It's weird. You have a battle chip folder that you cycle through while platforming as Mega Man EX. It's weird. And you can do like and you like give them the attacks in order that you want, like Mega Man Battle Network. But the reason why it's so weird and disjointed and doesn't work is because you're doing it through 3D platforming. Instead of a pause round by round arena based JRPG. That's where it unfortunately falls short. The mechanics. Okay, so here's the final sentence. The mechanics of Mega Man Battle Network don't work in a 3D platformer, if you could believe that. It works phenomenal in a JRPG, but it does not work in a 3D well, not 3D. It's a 2.5D platform. That's wrong. It's a 2.5D platform. Side-scrolling platform. Star Fox Assault. Oh, I've been thinking about this for a while. Where do I put Star Fox Assault? You know what? I'm gonna put it right next to Star Fox Adventures. So here's the thing. You probably heard all the dismay about Star Fox Adventures. Fox is in his R-Wing a lot. It's a Legend of Zelda clone. So they put him back into his ship. The R-Wing. Well, also with on-foot and landmaster segments also. Here's the problem with this game. This game is literally, like, 2 hours long. 2.5 at most. This game only has 10 levels. You can just beat it in a one-sitting afternoon. And that's it. And unlike Star Fox 64, it doesn't have the replay value of multiple paths. It only has 10 levels. Like, how many levels did Star Fox 64 have? I forget the exact amount. Wasn't it like 15 or something? This game only has 10 levels and only lasts 2.5 hours. And arguably no replay value because there's no multiple paths. The only reason I mean, again, I'm not bashing. It's not a super bad game. It's just hella short. The only reason people like this game so much is because they wash the bad taste of Star Fox Adventures out of their mouth with this game. But my mouth is different. I didn't get a bad taste in my mouth from Star Fox Adventures. So this game, while still enjoying it, it wasn't like my savior, like, oh god, yeah, Star Fox is back in the R-Wing, thank god. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's cool it's back in the R-Wing, but also it's very underwhelming. I will give this game one credit, though. I will give this game one hella good credit. And this is, I guess, a slight spoiler, if you don't know the story. Andross is actually not the final boss of this game. Oh, it's 16 levels in Star Fox 64. See, there we go, yeah. Wow, amazing. Wow, amazing. So Star Fox Assault gets one big thumbs up from me. Andross is actually not a shoehorned-in final boss. Only Star Fox Command shares this with Star Fox Assault. Because Star Fox Command had the lobster dude like Lord Angler or something. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, command sucks dick. I know. But to be fair, I find so the alien race you fight in Star Fox Assault is called the Aperoids, which are a moth-like bug-type purple. Well, they look like moths. They look like alien moths from like Metroid Prime, and they bleed purple. The Aperoid Queen was kind of fucking cool in my opinion. They're like the Borg. They are like the Borg. That's exactly what they're like. So, big credit. It's actual final boss that isn't Andross. Good job, Star Fox Assault. Feels good to be fighting something other than Andross, and Star Fox can be a badass taking down another galactic threat than just Andross. Alright, let's move along. What do I want to... Oh, yeah, stop stalling, Matt. Just go with something. Come on, you don't have the time. Luigi's Mansion. Great game. Great fucking game. Where do I put it? Probably... I'll put it right here. Middle of A is perfectly fine. This game has certainly had an interesting life cycle, wouldn't you say? It's first a black sheep having not traditional Mario gameplay, then it's underrated, then it's a dearly beloved classic, and now it's spawned 2 more games in its lifetime. Luigi's Mansion has had a very interesting roller coaster ride of its life. Again, first being very black sheepish and almost and very kind of almost hated, to becoming a classic. It's very interesting. I never hated this game. I liked this game. I thought this game was cool when I was young. I never not liked it. I thought it was cool. I mean, it's essentially it's honestly the best. It's honestly still the best Ghostbusters game to date. To be honest. Oh yeah, it had a mixed opinion remake on the 3DS. Yeah, that remake is hella not worth it. Because it's 30 frames on the 3DS. You might as well just go with the good old GameCube. Luigi's Mansion is the best Metroidvania. Alright, next up. I like how Wind Waker has the 10 on the 10. Alright, Wind Waker, if you're showing off a 10 on 10 on your thumbnail, let's go. Wind Waker, boy, talk about another game that has an interesting roller coaster in its life of being disliked, loved to death, best Zelda game, worst 3D Zelda game, etc. This game has heard it all. Where would I put it, though? I did just play this last summer, too. Yeah, the 3DS version was a lazy port. Yeah, I saw a friend playing. I did not want to pick up that version. I'm like, nah. I'd rather not have a 20 frame per second game on 3DS on the GameCube. I'll just whip out the old GameCube version. The local multiplayer be damned, in my opinion. Yeah, so Zelda. I mean, you've heard my opinions when I played Wind Waker, even though the Wii U version remaster last summer. Wind Waker's a fucking great game. It's probably gonna go... Is it better than Ocarina of Time? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wind Waker goes right up here. Even the original GameCube version, which does have the Triforce hunting issue, which, wow, another issue on a GameCube game people don't shut the fuck up about and think it killed their firstborn son. Yeah, Triforce hunting wasn't phenomenally great, but I thought it was interesting at the very least. Again, maybe I'm masochistic, I don't know. I didn't suffer from the Triforce hunting. It wasn't like absolute shambles of a game. I thought it was just fine. I still played Wind Waker, like, even counting my most recent Wii U playthrough, I at least played Wind Waker, like, 6 times in my life. So yeah, I love this game. Good as fucking game. I became a Toon Link main because of this game. Because when Brawl came out, and Young Link disappearadoed, I'm like, shit, I don't have a younger Link to main. Oh! And then Toon Link came out, and he was my main for Smash, Brawl, and 4. Thank God, Toon Link, thank God. I don't know what I would have done. I mean, eventually in Ultimate, I would go back to maining Young Link, and eventually even arguably topping my Young Link game with my Joker game. But arguably, I can even consider myself a Joker main now, but God bless Toon Link. I don't know what I would have done in Brawl and Smash 4. In Smash 4, I would have been a straight-up Little Mac main if Toon Link wasn't there. Because I'm, as a huge Punch-Out fan, even if Little Mac sucks dick, I don't fucking care. I will just bop people to death with Lil Mac. I seconded Lil Mac in Smash 4. I still bop people. I don't care. I would main Lil Mac in Smash 4. In Brawl, I don't know what I would do without Toon Link. Toon Link was my beautiful bread and butter boy. I loved him. I don't know who I would main in Brawl. Holy fuck. I would probably main Ike. As a recent, you know what? Let's go right into it. As a recent Fire Emblem Path of Radiance fan at the time, I would probably main Ike. So, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Yeah, this... Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, so... Let two big Fire Emblem fans tell you. Me and Vespi, let me and Vespi tell you. This is still the greatest Fire Emblem game in the entire series. It is the debut of Ike. You know, Mr. We Like Ike. Yeah. yeah. Vespi, let Vespi and I tell you, this is still the best Fire Emblem game in the entire series. Its story is absolutely phenomenal. It still has the best story in any Fire Emblem game. Also, its mechanics are really fucking good, and overall, it has fun maps to play. It's just they knocked it out of the park. Like, there's a reason why Ike's in Smash, and that's because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, his first game, is absolutely phenomenal. I will go back and play this game any day of the week. Again, since Fire Emblem gameplay, I guess you can say, is 70% the same regarding mechanics individual to either game, the story of Path of Radiance is just phenomenal. It's so deeply written. I'm surprised they never matched the quality of the story ever again. It actually blows my mind now that I'm really thinking about it. There we go. Yep. There we go. You know, let's rip off some Mario Party Band-Aids. Mario Party 4. Where do I honestly want to put this? Alright, so folks, you're looking at the last good Mario Party game. I mean, real talk, I'm a sucker for Super Mario Party. I actually think it's quite a good return to form. But you were looking at the last good Mario Party game for 15 years. No, I'm sorry, 16 years. This was 2002 to 2018. And even then, you had no friends, you did single player. Aw, man. Me and my homies would play Mario Party 4 all the time. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, we played all of them. I will get to the other ones in a sec. You're looking at the last good Mario Party game. Even then, even though I like Super as a guilty pleasure, it's still not as good as Mario Party 4. Mario Party 4 is the last, damn good Mario Party game. It's a perfect successor to the N64 games. It has great maps. It actually didn't add any characters. It still has the 8 characters from Mario Party 3. But it had really good thematical maps, and the minigame selection is divine. There are some minigames, that are a little unbalanced. Fish and Drips comes to mind, the 1v3 game. But the minigame selection in 4 is phenomenal. There's still some fan favorites to this very day. A lot of Mario Party 4 minigames make it into the top 100. I think Mario Party 4 is the most represented game in the top 100, if I'm correct. Either way, the top games that stand out are Dungeon Duos, Reverse-A-Bomb. Those are both 2v2 games, which are absolutely phenomenal. 2v2 games fucking slapped in Mario Party 4. So yeah, again, this game is as every worthy as Mario Party 2 and the predecessors on N64. This game belongs right up there with them on all 4 of them. Like, everyone likes Mario Party 1 for starting the series, but yeah. Likes. Mario Party 5, boy, Mario Party 5, you're going right near Tony Hawk Underground 2. Mario Party 5, what a fucking drop in quality. This is when younger me realized something was fucking wrong. Mario Party, what a fucking drop in quality. The minigames weren't as good. The maps were okay, but not as good. They invented a new mechanic called the capsule mechanic, where you throw down capsules on the board to set traps for opponents. It's not good, it's chaotic, and it slows the game down and it's not fun to strategize around. It's an inherently bad mechanic. They broke what didn't need fixing, and that's Mario Party 5 in a nutshell. It's funny because this mechanic would carry over to 6 and 7, and I'll get to those too. Let's take a quick breather. You know what? Since we've been listening to the music for so long, this is going to feel weird for anyone out of the context, but remember, Chibi Robo is Metroid Prime 1. And I know this is going to feel so weird for people out of context, but Metroid Prime 1 is a phenomenal game. Oh boy, I'm having trouble. Where do I... Oh, fuck me. I didn't think about this. This looks funny. It's like Chibi Robo's fighting Resident Evil 4. Now, Metroid Prime 1... Oh, man. Oh. Oh. I'm legit having trouble. Oh, I didn't really... Oh, my God. Alright, Metroid Prime 1 is gonna go here. Only because I find a little more replay value in Resident Evil 4 and 3. I still love these two games to absolute death. I mean, I love Metroid Prime 1 to absolute death. Metroid Prime 1 was mind-blowing in 2002. Oh my god. It had the best graphics of any GameCube game. Even to this day, the art direction is still phenomenal. This game was so ahead of its time. Metroid Prime 1. Oh my god, the Sims have a good transition to 3D. Oh. Making a first-person shooter risky, but it worked out so well. This game is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I even chose the soundtrack from this game to serve as the music for tonight, just because it's beautiful. This game is just beauty incarnate. The only reason why it's not ranked as high, I find these 4 games have a little more replay value than Metroid Prime 1. I'm a guy who likes to rank... I'm a guy who takes a lot of precedence in replay value. If your game doesn't have replay value and only serves me 2.5 hours, it's not going to be well tasted in my mouth. But these 4 games have absolutely phenomenal replay value. So does Metroid Prime. But it is a little on the easy side. It is a little on the easy side. But still, it's kicked off a phenomenon. So, let's get right into Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime 2 is almost just as good. This is another S-tier game. Here, let me move the little pointer around. Metroid Prime 2 is almost as good as a game as Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 2 ups the difficulty. It's a lot harder game than Metroid Prime 1, especially with the Dark World mechanic. But there's some people who don't like this game, think it's a little bit of a black sheep. The Dark World mechanic and the fighting your own powers mechanic, I personally think is very interesting, but people don't like it. Especially the infamous Boost Ball Guardian, which is an infamously tough boss in the game. Yeah, Metroid Prime 2 fucks you up. It's hard. It's hard as fuck. This game is hard as fuck. But it's still really fucking good. There are aspects in it I like over Metroid Prime 1, but definitely not as much as 1. That's perfectly fair. I understand. I understand exactly where you're coming from. But the atmosphere... Also, Screw Attack makes its 3D debut. Screw Attack, my favorite power-up, Screw Attack, makes its 3D debut in this game. But I understand. Metroid Prime 1 was lightning in a bottle. Metroid Prime 2 was like fireworks in a bottle. The lightning is always going to be better, but yeah. All right, moving on. Oh boy, I'm gonna try and keep this as brief as possible, being as okay. All right. Let's just rip let's rip 2 band-aids off right now. Let's go on to Mario Party 6. Mario Party 6, for all intents and purposes, is better than Mario Party 5. Where is it on this list though? Probably low B. Mario Party 6 has some mechanics from Mario Party 5. It still has the capsule mechanic, which I talked about, which sucks dick. They made it a little better in 6. They made it more manageable in 6. The reason why is they took away a lot of the capsules and only made them like use specific. It's hard to go into detail like going into like a whole ass detail about it, but just take my word for it, they made the capsule mechanic better in 6. They also added a very interesting feature. Now, everyone loves Horrorland from Mario Party 2 and Gold and Silver from Pokemon. They added a day and night mechanic in Mario Party 6, which I actually think is still pretty interesting to this day. Because not only does the day and night mechanic affect the board itself, of course, with events and stuff you can do on it, but it also affects the mini-games. Some mini-games, especially the 1 versus 3 games, are different depending on whether it's night or day out on the map when it gets selected. It's actually quite interesting. It's actually hella interesting now that I really think about it. I kind of wish me and my homies spent more time with Mario Party 6. But besides 4, there's one more Mario Party game which we spent a lot of time with. And that's Mario Party 7. And Vespi, I don't know if you're a fan or not, but I'm sorry. Mario Party 7 gets a huge D from me. Mario Party 7 is hella not good, in my opinion. You want to know why? You want to know the number one reason why I absolutely fucking hate this game? You know what? You know your average game of Mario Party? You're traveling around a well-designed board with some mechanics, and you buy a star from Toad for 20 coins. You know, the normal gameplay of Mario Party. Here's what they do instead. They have one of those boards called the Canal. I forget what it's called. Something Canal. One of those boards in Mario Party 7 plays like that, where you just do that. You do the stuff on the board, and it's like a normal Mario Party game. Here's the huge problem with Mario Party 7. They use the other boards in the entire game to experiment with game modes. Like on the city board, I forget what it's called, the skyscraper board. The gimmick is that there's an illusion star on the board, or there's 2 treasure boxes on the board, and you have to get one of them. And on the, I think it's snow, on the snow map, or the sand map, I forget. Everyone starts with stars, and there's no Toad, and you use the chump to steal stars from people. And what else? There was one really fucking also bad one. I fucking forget. I'll move on in 1 second. It's, I forget. Either way, the main point I'm trying to make is Mario Party 7 tests out different game modes of Mario Party using its main boards. Instead of having what I just mentioned be separate game modes, they separate. They just make the one, like, all the boards that, except for one, which is the normal playstyle. And I fucking hated that. It's so not good. It's so bad. Their new ideas for boards were so fucking bad. It gets D tier. It's not good. I would never play Mario Party 7 unless I was forced to, and I was forced to with the homies back in the day. That's what happened. All right, moving on. You know what? Since we were just talking about Sonic Adventure 2, let's move on with another drop in quality. Sonic Heroes. This game gets a big fat D-Reno from me. You know, it's bottom of D now that I really think about it. Even worse than Mega Man 2D .5 side-scroller. Oh my god. Was 13-year-old me disappointed as fuck when I got Sonic Heroes. Talk about a fucking drop in quality. You wanna know what's wrong with Sonic Heroes? The story is weird and not... The story is not as... okay. Some call me Johnny summed up Sonic Heroes really well. This game... okay. So this game drops off in huge quality for a number of reasons. One, let's start off with the basics. The gameplay is not great. You control a team of 3 going through. You control Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all at once, going through the levels as a team of 3, switching between them and their abilities. And it is clunky and sometimes not good. And oh boy, it's not as smooth as playing as Sonic alone in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Next reason. This is the number one reason why I hate this game. The levels are too long. The levels are so fucking long in Sonic Heroes. Each level is broken up into 2 acts, and each act lasts 8 minutes. Some of them. The beginning levels sometimes only last like 3 to 4 minutes. The levels are so fucking long in Sonic Heroes. They last like 8 minutes, and you're still required to get S's on them, at least for 100% completion. You want to know what's worse? One of the teams, since it's Sonic Heroes and you play as different teams, one of the teams named Team Chaotix in this game has like hunting missions in the normal levels. They have fetch quest missions in the level. They have like scouting missions in the levels where you have to like find like 20 of something, like 20 hermit crabs or something. I remember that on the beach level. Oh, that was not fun. Oh, that was not fun. And I gotta do it. Sorry, Shadow the Hedgehog, as much as your meme. Speaking of Sonic games that are not fun and have bad mechanics, Shadow the Hedgehog is right there too. Listen, we can meme on this game all we want. Trust me, it is a meme, especially with Shadow mildly swearing and using guns. But it's not a good game. Even though you're playing as a lone person with a computer-played ally at some points, but yeah, it's not a good game. The levels get worse. I finally said it. Yeah, I know, we're finally here. I couldn't hold it off for any longer. Shadow the Hedgehog is not a good fucking game. It's only saving grace that it's a meme-worthy, because for some reason, in the writing, I guess because it was 2005 and we were literally in the middle of our edgy phase, Shadow uses guns, as you see on the box, and mildly swears. He says, "Damn," and "hell." 14-year-old me was like losing his mind. Wait, this was announced on April 1st? Because I remember it was released November of 2005, right? Yeah, this game was released November 2005, right? So this game was announced on April 1st, 2005? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, memes aside, Shadow the Hedgehog's a bad game. Damn. Alright, we only have good games left, so this is it. There's no actually like super ass F tier game that's like actually like literal pain to play. That's it. Yeah, these are our lowest tier games on here. That's it. I promise you all these games are at least C and above. Let's start off. Pokemon Coliseum. Pokemon Coliseum is a hella good game. It has... I'm struggling where to put it between Crystal Chronicles and GX. Like, I don't know... It's fighting between these three games. I don't know where to put this. Let me describe this game in the meantime. Pokemon Coliseum was a very interesting twist for Pokemon at the time. Having a single-player adventure, and Pokemon looking beautiful on the GameCube in 3D. Starring a game where you steal Shadow Pokemon back from evil trainers and raise them as your own. It's not your standard Pokemon game where you actually collect Pokemon from grass. I know. Some of them look bad. I know. The N64 Pokemon were just ported on over. I know. But some of them looked... Wailord looked good. I know. Machamp. And Jumpluff Shadow is also a notorious factor. But Wailord looked good, and so did Kyogre. Fine. I'll put it here. Anyway, Pokemon Coliseum. Fantastic, interesting new concept of Pokemon that hasn't been repeated except for once to this very day. Go play it. It's quite interesting. It was the region was Ore based off of or whatever, based off of Arizona actually. Actually, to be honest, this is technically the first American region, even though it's not a main series one. The Ore region was actually based off of Arizona. Technically, this beats out Gen 5, but it's not a main series, so whatever. Pokemon XD, boy. I know what you're thinking. This game has better mechanics. They improved on some Shadow Pokemon mechanics from the first game. But the story and setting and the new locations aren't as interesting as the first game. I know. This is honestly why I was stalling on these games. This is so rough. The main character is also not as cool as the main character you play in Pokemon Coliseum. Yeah, it's repeated because some towns are the same, but you go to some new location, it's not as interesting. Honestly, inner me is screaming out that this game is nearly as good as Coliseum, right behind it, but if I were to be held at gunpoint and choose one, I would choose Coliseum. But shout out to Mirror B, the best minor antagonist from both games. Mirror B, though. Alright, moving along. Alright, let's just get some easy ones out of the way. Paper Mario, there's nothing. What more can I say about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door that hasn't already been said? Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I don't know, part of me was just saying, well, Resident Evil 4 and 3 have more replay value than Paper Mario. But Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is a fucking phenomenal game. I mean, what more can I say about this game they haven't already heard? Like, literally, it's still the best Paper Mario game to this very day. It's literally the #1 game, Paper Mario game, that Paper Mario fans jack off to. It's just so jarring, and now that we're really thinking about it, it's just so jarring that this is the last good Paper Mario game. I won't go that far. Super and Origami King are fine. But it's still so jarring about how Nintendo couldn't replicate this quality ever again. And on purpose, because I think Miyamoto wanted the games to go in the direction they did, which kind of sucks dick, Miyamoto. What were you thinking, man? Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is a fucking phenomenal game. With phenomenal JRPG mechanics, humor, story, a darker story than usual for Mario, and everything. Why couldn't we replicate this quality? Again, why fix what isn't broken? Damn. Let's get another easy one off the list. Mario Kart Double Dash. You know what? This is going right behind... No, I'm sorry. This is going right behind Paper Mario. So, hey, guess what? This is still the best Mario Kart game to date. No cap. No cap. This is still the best Mario Kart game to date. This Mario Kart game is so good. Miyamoto wants something new. I know. Well, Miyamoto, you got something new. And guess you know what? Your new thing is more broken than the thing you already had that wasn't broken, so... Good job, Miyamoto. Good fucking job. Mario Kart Double Dash is a phenomenal game. It's a phenomenal Mario Kart game that has a mechanic that still wasn't replicated this very day. In Mario Kart Double Dash, you race as a team. And the reason why that mechanic is so interesting is because the characters have character-specific ultimate items to use when they collect item boxes. So you can mix and match strategies depending on the strength of each individual character's special item. And it offers some interesting co-op options, not just versus. It's still the best Mario Kart game to this very day. And you know what, Nintendo, I would love it if Mario Kart 9 had a Double Dash mechanic, or was just Double Dash 2. That would be great. Diddy and Koopa, that's fine. That's a phenomenal team. I was always like Yoshi and probably Red Paratroopa, because I did want the red shells. But Mario's Fireball is also not to be underrated. Well, actually, to be fair, I liked Mario. I liked Yoshi and like Baby Bowser too, because I like throwing the big Bowser shells at people. Anyway, Mario Kart Double Dash, phenomenal Mario Kart game. They haven't made a Mario Kart as unique as this in forever. Ever since this game, so they should do it again. Hey, Nintendo, I want Double Dash 2, please. Please? Or at least a Double Dash mode in the next Mario Kart game, because racing as a team with these mechanics was very interesting and still unique to this very day, and that's why this game is very beloved by all Mario Kart fans. Thank you. Love you. 3 left, folks. Super Smash Bros. Melee! Boy, me and the homies. Boy, where do I put this one? You know what? I guess since it's another multiplayer game with a lot of good single-player content, I guess I'm gonna put it right behind Double Dash. Me and the homies would play Melee all the time. We loved this game. We played it for 7 years in between its release and Brawl. Mario Kart 8 with 2-player carts would be perfect. I know, right? That's why I want Mario Kart 9 to have 2-player, to have a Double Dash mode. Just Nintendo, just make a Double Dash mode. Just make a Double Dash mode for the Mario Kart. The main game could be single player, whatever, or single driver. Just make a Double Dash mode, please. The mechanic is so fucking interesting. Oh. Anyway, what can I say about Melee at this point that hasn't been said? Me and the homies played Melee all the time. I was a Young Link main. This is where I started my love of Young Link. hot off the heels of playing Majora's Mask a year before, I went to Melee and discovered the young Link is actually a playable character. I picked him up and made him to this sort of very day. Again, Joker withstanding. But I still keep my skills with him sharp even in Ultimate. But yeah. Also, yeah, I'm sorry, here, I'm slacking. Yo, young Link, my homie. I got his amiibo day one. Young Link, my fucking homie. Young Link, my homie. There was no way I wasn't gonna get his amiibo. Oh, I guess since I'm showing it off so I can brag. Here's the Joker amiibo. God, he looks so fucking good. Look at that blue flame. Alright. That's enough nutting. Where's the nut button? Whew. 2 more games, huh? Twilight Princess and Super Mario Sunshine, right? One of these games kills firstborn child, and it's not Twilight Princess. Super Mario Sunshine, boy. People have a lot to say about this game. I've heard people say essentially. Again, I'm being like sarcastic and hyperbolic, but people think this game killed their firstborn son. I've heard people say this game is unplayable. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Sure, you may not like this game as much as Galaxy or 64, but this game is perfectly fine with its mechanics. Giving Mario a water gun and a hover ability, along with a high-speed dash and a rocket, depending on the power, the different nozzles you pick up. This game is... Also, its island theme is beautiful. Listen, I'm biased and I'm a sucker for island aesthetics. Oh boy, the water and island setting in this game look phenomenal. This is also one of the best amiibo. Yeah. This is also one of the best looking GameCube games to this very day. And it looks even better on the Switch. Oh my god, HD water. Anyway. Mario Sunshine. You know what? I haven't played this on stream, but I have played Mario Sunshine again on the Switch, on my own time, and I still loved it. Also, as a game, clean is better than dirty, and dirty is better than clean. Mario needs your help. Oh my god! Yes, I remember the commercial on TV to this very day. Anyway. Mario Sunshine, as a successor to Mario 64, honestly, I gotta give Nintendo like... Okay, so the number one issue with Mario Sunshine is that the blue coins suck dick to find and aren't tracked well, so you can lose track of them. Also, a lot of the shines in the game don't matter, because you only have to beat the level 7 mission of every world, and there's only 6 worlds to get to the final level. There's only 6 full worlds in the entire game, so... That's where its problems fall short, but damn, its graphics, art direction, and theming, and music are all just so fucking good. Honestly, if it had 16 worlds, it would be the greatest Mario game of all time. But unfortunately, it doesn't. But even to this very day, it still gets a high A from me. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal game. I'm sorry, again, people hate on it. I don't know what kind of experience people had with this game. I was 11 when this game came out. This game came out, what, September 2002? If I remember correctly? I was 11. I remember literally watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode where Yugi and Joey duel each other in Duelist King Finals, and then going off to play Mario Sunshine. I literally remember that. I don't know what kind... Hey, fellow Mario players right here, around the age of 11, maybe around my age, maybe a little older or younger. What kind of experience did you have with Mario Sunshine? Because, while I can understand people liking 64 and Galaxy better than this game is still phenomenal. I'm talking to the Mario fan right now. This game is still phenomenally good. What kind of experience did you have? People act like this game killed their firstborn son. I don't get it. This game honestly has better movement than 64 and Galaxy, along with Flood and Mario's spin ability and other maneuvers you can do. What happened? I fucking love this game. Again, I can see its faults, and I understand liking 64 and Galaxy better, but damn, it deserves to be right up there on the pedestal too. It was fine. It was actually my first Mario game. I just thought it was fine for me, though, yeah. Because my cousins had it, so yeah, exactly. So there we go. Good on you guys. good on you guys. Yeah, honestly, even for someone who was playing all the Mario games at the time, I thought it was great. It was fine. 11-year-old me just treated as, oh yeah, Mario 64 too. Fuck yeah. But again, this game is still loved by many, but it got its fair share of the hate thrown at it too. Again, even a friend of mine recently went off on this game, saying it's literally unplayable and the bane of their childhood. I'm like, it's just Mario, just being on an island spraying water, but dude, sure. Twilight Princess, boy. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but I have a lot of nitpicks with this game. That's why I'm still sort of deciding where it goes on the tier list. Twilight Princess. He's lying. He has a gun to my head and won't let me off my phone. Please send help. Blink twice. Yeah, in chat, blink twice. Twilight Princess. I love this game to death. I played it just as much as Wind Waker. I've at least played this game 6 times in my life, including a couple playthroughs on the Wii U. Here's some nitpicks I have with the game. Look, honestly, so look, the history of this game. After people also flung hate at the cartoony art style of Wind Waker, which I never did. I loved the art style to death. But I never thought that. I'm like, oh, it's just cartoony graphics, dude. Big whoop. I was never like that. But anyway, as a response to the weird reception, Twilight Princess was returned to form by having more dungeons than Wind Waker. Wind Waker only had like 6 or so dungeons. But actually Twilight Princess has 9. Oh, or no. Well, 9 counting Ganon's castle, yeah, whatever. Twilight Princess. Okay, you want to know what's really actually, there's one more big nitpick about this game. You want to know what it is? And this might be a hot take. I never liked the werewolf mechanic of this game. I think the werewolf mechanic in this game slows it down to a crawl. Because in the first 3 chapters of the game, you're forced into a werewolf whenever you enter a den of twilight, and you have to find the Tears of Light. Hunting down the Tears of Light suck and is slow and it's arduous. That's why in the Wii U version, they cut down on the Tear of Lights you have to find from 15 to 12. They cut down 3 in each section because they knew it's fucking sucked. Honestly, I never liked the wolf mechanic in this game. I thought being the wolf kind of sucked. It is interesting in the middle of the game when you're stuck as a wolf and Midna was blasted by light and she's extremely weak. That is an interesting moment. But real talk, I was not a fan of the wolf mechanic. I don't outright hate it. Again, it didn't kill my firstborn child, but I didn't like it. I wish Skyward also had Twilight Princess. Hey, I'm looking forward to Skyward Sword Remastered. And I gotta get those Joy-Cons. But honestly, I still love this game to death. It has fantastic atmosphere, it had good levels, good characters. It still is one of my favorite Zelda dungeons to this day, City in the Sky. City in the Sky, look, I have a huge bias towards a few things. Island thematic levels and sky thematic levels, which is why Skyward Sword is actually one of my favorite Zelda games. Honestly, alright, you wanna know exactly my opinions on Twilight Princess? Wind Waker has a better early game. Twilight Princess' early game is way worse than Wind Waker's early game, but Twilight Princess's later game is sort of is better than Wind Waker's later game. Oh, this is so rough. But you want to know what the deciding factor is? I was a Toon Link main in Brawl and Smash 4, remember? Boom! Boom! I did it. I was a Toon Link main. Twilight Princess, Link, sorry. There you have it. So yeah, again, I love Twilight Princess to death, but sorry. Look, I will admit that this is biased, and the one thing separating it, I am a Toon Link main. Look, Twilight Princess has a pretty not great early game, but its later game definitely picks up. When you get past like the Arbiter Ground and you get to the Snow Mansion and the Temple. Oh, going back to the Temple Time was so hype. Oh my god, I had a huge fanboy moment back in 2006. And the City in the Sky, one of my favorite dungeons to this very day. It's still, of course, it's still a phenomenal game, don't get me wrong. Alright. Alright, so, hey, thanks for sticking with me. You can say goodbye to YouTube now. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm gonna turn on my air conditioning because I'm literally drenched in sweat. And I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna eat to Anime Girls. But hey, I wanted to thank you guys for staying up with me. Say goodbye to YouTube because I'm pretty much splicing the video right here. Bye, YouTube.